Hi everyone, my name is Francis. I'm the creator of Chain Duel, and today I will make a presentation about the game and the features, technical background. So let's go. For those who don't know, Chain Duel is a lightning video game. So it's a duel. It's for two players to play. It's a chain. It's a snake game. We call it chains because we make the Bitcoin analogy. And the two players, they engage in a battle. They steal sats from each other, and the winner takes the entire deposit. So there's a exemplification here. So you see on the top, there's like a lightning channel that every time you take a piece of food, it steals sats from the opponent. And in this game, the point is to get bigger, because the bigger your chain, the longest chain wins. So the longest your chain, the more sats you steal from the opponent. So this is more or less what we are trying to do in Chain Duel. So the background, like, people have been playing games for many years. It's for every age. Everybody likes games. So we wanted to do an application that used Lightning, but we thought a game would be a good idea to make it appealing for Bitcoiners. But also, Hal Finney himself was a game developer, so we think it's a nice homage and a privilege that we can follow his footsteps. We also made some research about the Snake game. It's already a very old game. There's some very interesting interactions of Snake. And this was the first version in 2018. It didn't have Lightning yet, but there was already the possibility to play multiplayer online and also mobile. Right now, the Bitcoin version doesn't have an online version yet, but soon, hopefully, it will be released. The Bitcoin integration in the game, probably the most interesting part for most people here. So when the game, in the first menu of the game, people can deposit, can scan the QR code, and you can insert a value between 10,000 and 10 million sats. It never happened. People never deposit 10 million, but hopefully soon. And you can insert a note in the transaction that will be your nickname on the game. So this is an interesting Lightning capability, is that you can send a transaction note attached to the LN URL, and we introduce it in the game, interaction with like this. It goes to the high scores or for you to see your name during the game. This is after the game, so people play the game together. The winner gets all the sats, but it's LN URL, so you have to scan back your sats. You don't have to make an invoice yourself. Some features of the game. We have the double or nothing capability. So if you lost a game but you think you are better than the opponent, you can challenge him to a double or nothing. When you press that button there, the winner already has all the sats from the previous game, and there's already the names of both players, but the loser has to charge again. We also have the tournament mode. Yesterday we did a tournament. The game is on a Haspo Hall. I forgot to mention. So if you want to try it out, you can go there. I'll be there. And yesterday we did a tournament. It was very cool. This is only 8 players. Yesterday we were 16 players. Each player deposits 50,000 sats. In the beginning, before this menu shows up, everybody deposits their sats, and they get a randomly attributed place on the tournament. So this way it's not like people can try to be against a specific opponent. And the prize was 800,000 sats minus a 5% fee that we charge. It was very cool. Maybe today there will be another tournament at 3:30 p.m. If you show up in the expo hall and there's enough people, 16 players, we can make another tournament. We also have the value splits that it was inspired by their Gigi's article on the Lightning prisms. So what we do is that I will show after. We are using the LN bits extensions for this. So every time somebody makes a deposit, it automatically splits the fees for the host, the developer, that is me, and the designer, that is Pedro. Pedro is the designer of the game. He helped me a lot developing this. All these images are from him. So it's automatic, which is very cool because we've been going to conferences and I'm getting notifications on my wallet that I'm getting payments every time somebody plays the game. So I can go check it out, or it's cool to be that it's instant. So I was telling, we've been to some conferences. We already been to many conferences this year. It's been a very nice experience. We are still going to other conferences soon. Build the Builders. We are going to be in Lugano. We are also doing a tournament there if you are going to be there. This was the first time Chain Duel was showed to the public. It was still alpha version. It was not working very well. But then we improved a bit the game and we took it to Miami to the conference, and we built a very cool arcade that people could play. It was a very nice experience. Even so, because normally we have controllers and people are sitting on a couch or something, but with the arcade it was very cool. This was in Miami. And then we developed the tournament mode, so this was the preparation for, in Riga, it was the first tournament that we did. This was the preparation for the tournament. In here you can see Adam Beck playing and then against John Carvalho. It was very cool that more famous people started trying out the game. Before the tournament in Riga. This was the winner, Salvatore. He was a good player. He won the tournament. As you can see, when you win a game, you pass to the next stage, and then the winner takes everything. Some stats. We also did a tournament in BTC Azores a couple of weeks ago. It was also nice. We have a time lapse. This was a time lapse of the tournament. I think it's cool to see how people deposit the sets and then how the tournament goes. Some games are very fast because one of the players is much superior. Other games take longer. So. Then Rogsy won the tournament. This was yesterday. Yesterday we have the game in the expo hall. So I've been having some problems with my node lately. You know how it is. Every time there's an update or you have to change something, then the node stops working. But I had to fix it right before the tournament started. There was a lot of people waiting for it, and it was a nerve-wracking moment. But hopefully, gladly, everything went okay. And yeah, there's been some social coverage. People have been liking the game. It's been very nice to see that the audience enjoys it, and we keep getting invitations to go to conferences. The technical part, maybe some people here are interested in how to build a Lightning application. We are using LNbits, so basically we have the Bitcoin infrastructure. You know how it works, the Bitcoin core. We are using LND. We have a Ride the Lightning instance to manage the channels and the opening and closing and liquidity, but it's connected to LNbits. That's where we manage the game calls itself. So the way we do it is that the LNbits has a very easy, very accessible API infrastructure, so it's very easy to make calls to create pay links with LNURL or to pay or to get a notification. It creates a webhook that sends to the server when you pay the pay link or create a withdrawal link. That's basically what we use, create, delete. But we have a backend because the way that LNbits sends the webhooks for the notifications, we created a backend that handles all the webhooks, and it separates the front end that is open source right now. You can download it on GitHub and you can try it out. But separates from the backend where we handle all the Bitcoin requirements. So yeah, as I was saying, the game is open source. So if you want to check it out in GitHub, some people say that I made the code in a way that I always win, but it's not true. The food is being randomly assigned. This is the LNbits API. I was saying it's very easy. It has very well documented, so everybody can build this app. Really, it's very accessible. This is the way we handle the split. So there's different wallets, one for the designer, for the developer, for the host, and the This is the split payments. It separates, every time there's a payment, it separates. You can see 1.5%, 1.5%, 95% to different wallets, and Scrub sends automatically the funds to the people that are involved. So my experience so far, building on Lightning, because there's already enough infrastructure that it's easy, it's accessible. After you know about Bitcoin and you set up all the infrastructure, or you are using some kind of service like ZBD or there's the free server of LNBits Legend. So if you want to try out something, you can use this one. So the APIs are easy, and there's a lot of support from the community. So every time, if I need some help, I always find somebody that can help me. And there's Telegram groups, and people like to play the game, so it gets me excited to continue developing on it. But of course, there's always problems. It's still on development. It's technology. Ever since I started this project, I'm using my node much more than I was using before. It was just for personal use. And it crashes, or I cannot fix some issue, or I have to always update the SSL certificate. So like it's a lot of it's some work. But it's doable. It's not so hard, so bad. Well, next steps for the game. We are thinking to put it online. Everybody is asking for it. It's the low-hanging fruit. So soon, probably, we are going to put it online. We want to integrate with different payment methods, not only LNURL, but maybe using Nostr. Nostr is good because you can connect directly to your wallet, so you can receive and send, and you have your name. It will be a good integration. Also, slash tags from Synonym. We already spoke with them. It will be a possibility that it's also to send pictures, so that the player has an image, for example, or Albi. We'll see what comes next. What will be the easiest to integrate? Implementing artificial intelligence to play against the players, putting a video cameras for people could show their faces while they play, or even some people suggested that it's possible for the audience itself to be connected to the game, and if you want the black one to win, you just scan this QR code, send 10,000 sats, and the game is over, for example. It's a possibility. Or even, like, this is hypothetical, but maybe for a bigger amounts, we can make, using Miniscript or something, you can make a script that the payment is on chain, and in the end, the winner gets the transaction. Or even sponsored live feed. We can maybe make tournaments, stream them. Well, there's many possibilities. And hopefully soon we will have a world tournament of Chain Duel. Okay, this is my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miami, for the last 3 years in this amazing city. The whole world shut down, but Miami welcomed us with open arms. We want to show Bitcoin to the whole world. We are taking the conference on the road to set the stage for Bitcoin in a new city. Nashville. Bitcoin 2024 is coming to Nashville in Tennessee, a city that is known as a music and freedom city. Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville from July 25th to 27th.